my fellow cabinet members and workers in government, Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, Governor Felipe Medalla, members of the Diplomatic Corps, our reliable partners in the business community, development organizations, academe and labor groups, and friends from the media here and abroad. Good morning. Thank you for coming to the first post-State of the Nation Address Economic Briefing. The Philippines' solid macroeconomic fundamentals, reinforced by structural reforms, enabled us to withstand the harsh effects of the pandemic and chart a clear path to recovery. It is on this firm ground that the Marcos administration commits to build a robust economy for a faster, greener, and more inclusive growth that benefits all Filipinos. Our growth prospects are bright. The economy is expected to expand by 6.5 to 7.5% in 2022 and 6.5 to 8% from 2023 to 2028. Analysts consider our near-term growth projections to be the highest among the ASEAN plus 3 countries, which include Japan, South Korea, and China. Investor confidence has continuously improved. Last year, our foreign direct investment inflows reached a record high of $10.5 billion. For the first 4 months of this year, FDI inflows already amounted to $3.4 billion, up by 12.1% from the previous year's level. We attribute this to the enabling business environment strengthened by the reopening of the economy, the passage of the Corporate Recovery and Tax Incentives for Enterprises Act, as well as the enactment of game-changing structural reforms. While our economic growth continues to be robust, the operating environment remains uncertain and difficult, with many challenges that must be addressed. Inflation is expected to remain elevated for as long as world prices of oil and other key commodities remain high. The effects of the pandemic linger while the global political economy remains unpredictable. But the Philippines is fully prepared to address the challenges ahead. The Marcos administration will implement a comprehensive 8-point socio-economic agenda to decisively respond to this risk and steer the economy back to its high growth trajectory. In the near term, the plan seeks to address the immediate challenges confronting the Filipino people: rising prices, scarring from the COVID-19 pandemic, and ensuring sound macroeconomic fundamentals. Over the medium term, the goal is to create more jobs, not just any other jobs, but quality jobs and green jobs. We will achieve this goal through higher investments in infrastructure, human capital development, and digitalization. These interventions will enable us to cut the poverty incidence to 9% by 2028 and elevate the country to upper middle income status. We will do all of this while exercising fiscal discipline. The economic team is committed to implementing a medium-term fiscal framework. This serves as our blueprint to reduce fiscal deficit, promote fiscal sustainability, and enable robust economic growth. The framework proposes measures that will improve tax administration, enhance the fairness and efficiency of our tax system, and promote environmental sustainability to address climate change. In addition, we will work for the passage of the remaining tax reform package of the Duterte administration. Our fiscal consolidation strategy will bring down our debt to GDP ratio from the current 63.5% to less than 60% by 2025. It will cut the deficit to GDP ratio from the current 6.4% to 3% by 2028. The implication is clear. We do not have to borrow as much as we did during the crisis years. And at the same time, we will continue to boost domestic economic activity with our massive infrastructure investments at 5 to 6% of GDP annually. While challenges persist, these are not insurmountable. The previous administrations have left behind a legacy of successes and lessons to learn from. We will use this to sharpen our policy toolkit and introduce needed structural reforms. The executive branch will closely coordinate with Congress to formulate and enact appropriate and timely policy measures. We will expand the private sector's role in driving the transformation of our economy. Lastly, we will widen the space for civil society to turn the collective aspirations of the Filipino people into reality. We are making a bid for lasting change, and we can only do this if we work in unity. I'm confident that we have the right people at the helm and a clear, focused plan that will build a truly inclusive and sustainable economy that the Filipino people deserve. Thank you.